of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
be as Americans. And I think that's been missing a bit over the last decade in terms of the people saying for democracy. These aren't just institutions of government. This is who we want to be as Americans. And I think the time is right for people to start to make an argument that is very different from Donald Trump's, but also different from the kind of antiseptic, almost academic defenses of democracy that we've been making in the Trump years.
That is so smart. And I mean, Paul, it's kind of still a case. I mean, the reality is, when you say the fight for democracy, nobody knows what that means. Most people do not know what that means. They'll sit around with a textbook and figure it out. But people, people understand, he's paying himself and the hood not getting any money. And that's what's happening. He's literally, people were angry that Ukraine was getting money. They translated in their mind to money that's not for the hood. You know who's taking money from the hood? Elon Musk. It's a simple argument, and maybe somebody should make it.
That's right. When you call Social Security, you have to wait 8 hours on the phone. When your check from IRS is late because they don't have enough workers, who do you blame?
Yeah. Don't blame H&R Block, because H&R Block tried. I need a government that's going to do things for me and try to me. There you go. Amen. Ruth Baby, Ben Rose, not your Great panel. Thank you all very much. We're right back with more of the recap.
Ben Rhodes is the man for what he's doing. So good. Ben Rhodes is the man. Hey guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you hit the like. And if you're on TikTok, smash the hearts. But Ben Rhodes got it in there and says that people have to be willing to say things, to stand up for what's right, even when it's against the narrative. And guess what? He's probably, they may be, MSNBC may be mad at him and may not invite him on for a while. Who knows? But he did our girl, Joy Reid, right. Don't you think? Yeah. What's interesting is that not everybody's afforded this opportunity. I'm so glad that she was afforded this opportunity.
What do you get?
I didn't get it. Oh, yeah. I didn't get this opportunity to do it. No, they were afraid. So, that's all right. Here we are. Having our wine on my channel, where I own everything. And I get to talk as much shit as I want. Am I right? Hi, Barkley. Hi, Barkley. Hi, Boomer. Hi, Boomy. Boomer's over there, chilling by the fireplace. Barkley's right here, laying up under us as usual. And then, where's Gus? So his name is Gus. But we had a friend who's a driver when I was at CNN. And what was his name? Valentine. Valentine was from the Dominican Republic. And he could never, every time we told him the name is Gus, he called it Guts. Guts. And so that's what we call Gus now. We're like, where's Guts? Because Valentine, how long do we have him for? 3-4 years, maybe longer? And stuff, Guts. He was such a nice guy, but he used to drive so fast. Like, he would do like 90 and 100. It was really, we were like, oh my gosh. We lived in Long Island, and he would drive us every night. Or, yeah, crazy. Valentine, Guts. Do we have, do we really? Let's see. Hi, new members. Let's see. Oh, wow, look at you guys. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like. Thank you. This is your time, everyone, to support independent media. If you're on TikTok, smash the hearts. If you're, hey, Nikki, are we on all platforms? Are we on
Yes, we are. We're on Facebook and Instagram.
is this going to go to Spotify, or are we going to iHeart or any of that stuff?
Yeah.
It is, okay.
We can.
Okay. Hi, Barkley. Hi, Boomer. Hi, Boomer. Boomer won't come up because Barkley is so selfish. He'll start growling and get to fight with Boomer if you give anybody any other attention to do. So thank you, Nick Bella, for your generous support of independent media. You didn't get the chance, and I didn't watch that channel till this day. We like it, hear it better anyway. Thank you for that. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Did not get the chance. Sometimes they do a brother dirty. Don, you are the lemoniest. Thank you. I love you for that, Trisha Fraser. And Trisha, why aren't you a member? I usually only read member comments. Yes, Don, talk that shit all here for it, says MJ. Right on. Thank you for doing this. Is Beverly Turnstall Art. I appreciate it, you and all of your support. Let's see. Hello, everyone, says Bella Italian. Who does your artwork, says Sister Pratt. Let's talk common sense. Okay, hold on, I'll tell you. So it depends on what you want. So, this one is an African-American artist right here, and it's Umar Rashid, and Umar Rashid is Frohawk Two Feathers. You can look him up. Look up Frohawk Two Feathers. He is on Instagram, and this kind of reminded me of like a felt painting from the 70s. Very, very, very amazing art. This one right here is, yeah, they can come on. And then this is Geneva Ellis, and I think this one was an amazing purchase that I had no idea. Got somebody advising me. And I think this one will be in a museum. I think one day they will ask me to loan it. Okay, here's Joy. Let's go back. Quiet down.
I want to bring my pals, Rachel Maddow.
Oh, yay!
Exactly like the special.
Yes! Yes, this is amazing. Thank you. Look at our colleagues supporting her. That's amazing. Good for her.
One thing about the goddamn, no, I like this guy. Thank this because I wanted you guys to be here with me because you are my comrades in arms in covering this insane moment that we're in when it comes to what's happening. I know it's so with you, Rachel. I would love for you to give our audience just your take, your tips. What do you think people can be doing right now in this respect?
Well, first I want to say that I love you, Joy, and that I am bereft that the readout is ending. I just can't even, I sort of can't get beyond that, so I want to say that, but that is also part of
Fucking class right here, everybody.
I have to say to the country about this moment, which is find people who you respect and trust and love and make common cause with them and help, help yourself by learning from them and help them by standing up for them. And I think we have tried to do that, and I think that in important ways we have failed, but I think it's still the right thing to try to do.
Rachel.
And so whether that means, joining something locally, or whether that means making some sort of more unofficial common cause with the people in your life who you respect and who you think are people you can depend on, like I feel about you, you gotta join forces. We can, none of us can do this alone, and being atomized and dislocated and picked off one by one is the strategy of the other side, and we need to stick together.
Indeed, and when you're hearing Rachel say that, know that no one fights for us harder in this company than Rachel Maddow. And when I tell you she's our fearless leader, we mean it. She is our super friend. We love her so much. And let me go to my other. Speaking of super friends, when y'all watch on the special, the person that said exactly what I was going to say, making me have to think of a whole different thing to say because she thinks that she's like so brilliant, but I'm like, I'm just literally so in awe of just your history, your ability, your political acumen. Nicole Wallace, my good sister, tell me what you, in your brilliant self, believe people can do.
Well, I'm going to break the rules the way Rachel broke the rules and tell you that I love you. That the happiest times I've had, not just today on NBC, but ever being on television. I've been sitting next to the two of you. No offense, Lauren. We love having you guys here.
The company did not sign off on this. They're doing this in their unsolicited, and that's how it should be done. They are not afraid. A lot of folks at TV are afraid. These people are not.
Sustained me. I've been with both of you, and I am, it's like losing a limb, the thought of doing those nights without you. Your strength and your fearlessness is the answer to the question I think we're getting at with both of us. And I think that my reaction to the end of the readout and your departure is despair. And the only thing that chips away at that for me is that despair is the autocrat's tool. It's their most effective weapon. It costs nothing. It's easy to deploy. It's contagious. And then it puts in motion all the actions they want. Hopelessness, isolation.
This helps them, I agree, and I think this was.
So the only reason I will not wallow
Just such a advice. I'm just glad I'm going to say this because he knows how important this is. Other people who have not been around television, they don't know the
I don't think there can be artificial delay and gaslighting about sort of breaking up the pro-democracy side. I think it has to be, we have to be real with ourselves and with each other. But I do think I'm so
Let's see if you're going to show up.
and so I feel the stirrings in everything you've been covering tonight. The answer to this moment is not going to come from a perfect ad being cut by a brilliant ad maker, put on the sort of perfect candidate that comes out of the lab. It's just, that's not how we're going to save ourselves. And I think waiting for someone to save us is kind of how we got here. We have to save ourselves. We as a country have to decide that Elon Musk getting, I don't even know what the word is. He's already the richest person in the world, richer than the richest person, to ever exist. I don't even know what the goal is, but I think that turning this over to the country and saying, you may think this is what you wanted, this is not who we are.
Yeah, indeed. And I think people are getting there. And Lawrence, I want to bring you in because, and again, I keep going back to the special because, like, literally, it's like a little party. We're like a girl group, but we let one guy or two hang around. Hayes gets to hang around. But we love our Lawrence. Lawrence is literally the guy that we're all sitting there waiting. What in the world is Lawrence going to say? Because we're going to be like, that's it. We got it. We understand it. So do that for us now, Lawrence. Just solve all of these democracy problems for us now. 3, 2, 1, go.
this is the greatest honor lineup I've ever been in. So let me just start with that. An honor to be in this lineup. And Joy, I'm going to skip the love stuff because we did that on Saturday. You know, I put it in writing in that first text. Like, so, okay, so you have that. And writing's forever, so yeah.
Y'all don't realize we literally text and call each other. It's really well. But anyway, please, Lord, please.
So I want to turn to this wonderful book by Joy Reid. Really, no, seriously, this is important, and it's to the answer of what we're talking about here. Because, you know, we're at the middle of it, page 194. There is this. This is the decisive battleground for America. Now that really feels like something someone said 5 minutes ago, or any time in this year. That's 1964. That's a 24-year-old guy.
This is so classy.
Michael
Schwartz, tell you.
Who is going to be
Amazing.
murdered that year after he says that. Because he has decided in 1964 that what he's going to do is leave the safety of his home in the North and go to Mississippi, the most dangerous place in America, and go down there as a civil rights worker, try to help people register to vote. That was his choice. There were other people who couldn't do that, people his age, who never leaving their neighborhoods or their towns in the North and elsewhere around the country, tried to fight the same fight, tried to do what they could do. There were people who decided that what they would do is simple, that they would do with the side of the righteous, but all they could do is vote. But every one of those people made some kind of decision in the face of something that was hopeless. It looked hopeless in 1964. It looked in 1964 that if you think you're going to work to get black people the right to vote in Mississippi, you are going to be dead and no one's going to get the right to vote. And in the end, he won. He won in death. He won from the grave. And that choice is there for everybody all the time. And there's another thing that comes to mind, Joy, and I'll shut up, and that is Walter Whitman, when he went to his 30th class, Harvard class university, which I know is a distant thing for you. Your Harvard class, your 30th reunion was in Harvard for a long time.
Of course, they should.
Whitman said to his Harvard class in 1940, you know, before the United States is into World War II, but World War II is underway, that they now had no choice. There was no choice. They couldn't take anything for granted. They had to join this fight against fascism. They had to join it because there was no way you could sit back and choose to do nothing. He didn't tell them what to do. He didn't say you should join the army or anything. He just said, you absolutely must now be committed with every bit of strength you have. Again, against something that seemed hopeless. I mean, Germany was just raging across Europe. And it looks like there was going to be a winner, and it was going to be Hitler. And so these dark hours have demanded things of people that they have risen to in the past. And there's no reason why people can't find their own spot. Michael Schwerner didn't join a political campaign. He didn't need a leader to tell him what to do. He just did it. He just got on that bus and he went to Mississippi. He just did it. And everyone can just do it.
Yeah, amen. And Rachel, I mean, that is so powerful because, I like to steal good ideas and I give people credit for them, but you're the one who said history is here to help. I mean, it just actually is, and you and I are both obsessed with the 1920s and 30s. I'm very obsessed with it, but in the 20s, especially now, because it feels very resonant to today. But I think part of the thing of history is it kind of makes people feel dejected because we keep repeating it. And so I think the question is, what is the thing that puts a pin in history so that we don't? So I wonder how we use that history, that brilliant history we just heard from Lawrence, but not let that make us feel like, what's the point? Because we're just going to do it again.
Well, it cuts both ways, right? Because the severity of what our predecessors have been up against in the past can be disheartening, because you can think, like, why does this stuff keep coming back? Why do we never defeat these things? But the other way to look at it is to think, wow, our predecessors have a lot to teach us about how to defeat these things, about how to defeat, one of the things that you and I have talked about a lot in the past year or two, Joy, is the way that we defeated the fascist movement here in the United States that wanted us not only not to join World War II, but if we were going to join on the side of the Nazis.
This
We
is
talked
so,
about, you and I,
so
especially
good.
around your book, Maker Norley, we talked about the strategy and the human strength that it took to build a movement to defeat segregationism. And that itself was a movement. That was a minority movement that was fascistic in nature and that absolutely succeeded in ruling whole parts of the country until it was defeated by an equal, by a larger and smarter movement that took it down. The people who went before us in this country, who have defeated forces that were a lot more impressive than what we're up against right now, have stories to tell us about what to do. And that's why you are interested in history. That's why we've all been covering so much history on all of our shows. It's not just because the bad guys recur, it's because the good guys who are never as famous as the
That's right.
guys.
Amen.
The good guys, they have stories to tell us about what to do. And we need to stay loud, we need to stay united, we need to protect the press, we need to protect the institutions that we've still got as they are under assault
So
right now.
classy.
But it starts with doing something. It starts with finding people who you believe in and who inspire you and who you love and trust. And that can be your colleagues at work, like we have. It can be your local indivisible group. It can be your local book club. It can be anything. But now is not the time to be alone and scrolling on your phone. Or complaining on posts on social media. Now is the time to try something in your life.
Yeah, and Nicole, and this is one that is, I know it's particularly painful for you because part of it is also party capture. But the Democrats had party capture too. I mean, the Democrats were the wholly owned, property of the far right, KKK, fascists at one point too. And the Republicans also
What do you guys think of this? Are you
So
watching this?
talk a little bit about whether party capture is
This
so
is
far gone for Republicans that in your mind
good.
can't do it. And I feel like, I don't know. You tell me. What do you think?
I think I met all of you as a Bush official, right? And
You did.
are,
I've never had a Bush official.
you're not just critics.
You don't have her?
Your
I was filming a scene in
relationship
Brazil,
with
it's
our
Spitzer.
audience is
She came on the
is
car and
as
over hours.
harsh critics of everything I worked as a part of. And so if you look at the two parties in their health and their constitution, one of them stretched so much that I'm a part of this conversation, that Liz Cheney was a part of Kamala Harris's campaign, that Adam Kinzinger spoke at the Democratic, that Danielle Sassoon stepped Lay's Justice Department and was embraced by Andrew Weiss. One party right now has space for Bush Cheney defenders, Federalist Society prosecutors, a Cheney, and every member and facet of the Democratic Party, traditionally from labor, every aspect of it.
Once
The
more,
other one is literally a Bill Barr and an enemies list.
Right.
And so I think it might
Thank you. Someone says
be a
I'm riveted
but
to
I
this
don't think
time.
there's a single example in history where the party that's entire retribution strategy, I mean, Cash
I
Patel
am
list,
too.
none of
You
this
just
ever
said that.
Republicans on it. It has Trump cabinet members.
Peggy Rogers,
And so there's not an
76.
example in history where that side prevails in the long run. And so I think about the health of the parties and sort of the health of the body politic.
You should get the thumbs up,
I
guys.
think a lot of
I'm
the
getting
Democratic
more
Party, and
wine.
it's
I'm
so
getting
different
emotional.
from
This is
the
so
party
good.
in every single way. One of it is its earnestness and its implicitness, and there's this twisted irony that inclusiveness is what was weaponized by the MAGA movement against it. And so but I think in the long run, it's about sort of the health of the body. And the health of the body on the Democratic side seems to be the one with so much more inside of it to build on.
Well, we are going to pray that there are Republicans who stand up and seize back control of their party like they kicked out the Birchers. You can kick out Maggie City off you. Look, my daddy was a Republican. So, he's rolling in his grave now, but
I'm so glad.
back to that. They're Republicans. They can pull it
Black
back.
people are way Republicans.
Rachel
Which is
Maddow,
good.
Nicole Wallace, Lawrence O'Donnell. I could not respect or love people more than I love you all. And one of the great things about MSNBC is that it's actually genuine. Like, we actually all really dig each other. And we think that each other are great, and we talk and we share and we learn from each other. And I've learned so much from you. I love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you've taught us, Joy. Thank you.
Thank you. I love y'all. Thank
I
you.
got a lot more to learn from you. I'm planning on haunting you for the rest of your days.
Access with ghosts. It's very convenient. Keep haunting.
Oh, how classy was that? Come on, guys. How amazing was that? Don't you think? So amazing. Hi, Barkley. How are you? How are you doing? How's my baby boy? Did you have enough popcorn in your little belly? So I am so moved. I'm so overwhelmed by that. I think it was fantastic. What did you guys think of that, Nikki and Peter?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I thought it was unbelievable. Some of the veteran lemon heads will know how I have worked for a couple of folks who, through various means, some more recently than others actually, were laid off by MSNBC, and they were not given the same dignity that Joy's gotten tonight. And I'm just so glad. I'm so grateful that she has gotten this respect from her colleagues, because there are some very good folks, some very talented, fundamentally decent people who unfortunately were not given the same level of respect and dignity. And Joy is just such a valuable voice, and I'm so happy that maybe not the company, but at the very least, some of the personalities of the company are treating her like the icon that she is.
Like a human being. I was not afforded that opportunity. I think you guys know that, to do this. And none of my colleagues stood up or said anything. People who I had helped for years and helped to groom them and grow their careers and put them on my program, they would call me, beg me, put me on. Not one of them stood up or said anything. So for them to do this, for her to have this moment, here's her moment.
Okay, you know that thing back in high school when you had a group project and you were mad because not everybody did the same amount of work? Well, this show is the exact opposite. The readout worked because everybody from the interns on up put their whole heart into it. So before we go, tonight, my moment of joy is to tell you just some of the names of the people who made this show happen. From Nathan Watale, our amazing and always well-dressed intern,
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars.